Tonight on 12, we've got the latest from the scene of last night's explosion in Pelham Bay. Jessica Cunnington is there with the latest. And Daryl Green is also here with your weather on the 2s. When is the snow expected to start? Plus this.
Donald Trump is a phony, a fraud. His promises are as worthless as a degree from Trump University.
Mitt Romney on the attack, taking aim at Donald Trump. We've got more from the contentious race for the White House. You're watching News 12 The Bronx.
As local news gets, News 12 The Bronx.
Thanks for joining us here on News 12 The Bronx. I'm Kelsey Minor. It's a story you first saw on 12. Police still investigating who was involved in making and planting a homemade device that exploded underneath a car in Pelham Bay last night. The scene cleared now, but News 12 The Bronx reporter Jessica Cunnington is back there at the corner of Roberts and Mahan Avenues with the very latest, Jessica. Now on 12, a local community on high alert after an explosive device goes off in a car. More on how police are responding coming up. Also, a family's plea for their child's return. We'll tell you where they say she was last seen. And it's about to get snowy in the Bronx. Daryl Green tells us what to expect on your weather on the 2s. Your news starts now.
As local news gets, News 12 The Bronx.
Thanks for joining us. I'm Kelsey Minor. The search is on for whoever put a homemade bomb on a Bronxite's car Wednesday night that detonated and exploded. A very active investigation is going on, and Jessica Cunnington has been following this. She's back at the scene for us on this story you saw first on 12. Jessica? Local lawmakers are drawing attention to the deplorable conditions they say tenants in the city's NYCHA complexes endure on a daily basis. The survey, led by State Senator Jeff Klein and Councilman Richie Torres, looked at the conditions of 200 public housing residents. They say 63% reported something damaged or broken in their homes. More than 60% said they're currently dealing with mold or have in the past, and nearly 80% say they've gotten unacceptable responses when making complaints. So far, good news for parents here in the borough as the city has extended the pre-K application deadline. Families now have until March 9th, that's next Wednesday, to sign up. A recent survey of eligible families shows that 9 out of 10 parents like the program. We talked to local pre-K directors who are excited about the extension, telling us signing up is easy. Better yet, they say the benefits are priceless.
It's an excellent thing. It's putting children in school that may not have the opportunity, that cannot afford it because it's free. And the children are definitely learning. We see progress every day.
You can, of course, find out more information over at news12.com. And while you're there, check out our question of the day. You can also vote at Channel 612. It was a very special day outside MS 142 Thursday as students got to spend some time with local law enforcement officers from the 42nd precinct. They lined up outside the school on Baychester Avenue, giving high fives and chatting with the kids as they left for the day. It was part of Break the Ice initiative to bridge the gap that often exists between police and certain communities.
It's important that we're here today, as a police organization, to reassure these children that attend this school that the police, are their friends. We're here to protect them.
The 47th precinct says they will be visiting students at the Richard Green campus in Williamsbridge next week. I'm Kelsey Minor. Mayor Bill de Blasio returning to the St. Patrick's Day Parade after not marching in it last year. More on that coming up. Also in this, we'll tell you which airlines could soon be flying to Cuba. But first, take a look at what's trending on our website. This is News 12 The Bronx, and we are as local news gets. Time now for your word on the street. Thursday was National Anthem Day across the country, so we wanted to see how well Bronxites knew the song of our nation, the Star-Spangled Banner. Take a listen.
on the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Oh, say, can you see the snow, Daryl Green? Let's talk weather now.
Yeah, you've got to look up.
Now on 12, a new survey showing that NYCHA tenants are unhappy with their landlords. Those details and NYCHA's response coming up. And an elderly man in critical condition after a hit and run on Wednesday. Police now with a description of the car they believe is behind it.
As local news gets. News 12, Brooklyn.
I'm Kelsey Minor, and you're watching News 12 Brooklyn, and we are as local news gets. A new survey blasts the New York City Housing Authority for deplorable living conditions across the city, including here in our borough. News 12 Brooklyn's Kenna Vernon spoke to tenants about repairs at one of the buildings featured in the report in Coney Island. Republicans taking the stage for another debate Thursday night in the wake of recent attacks between Marco Rubio and Donald Trump. The two saying they'd like to now stick to policy.
In this campaign for the last year, Donald Trump has basically mocked everybody with personal attacks. He's done so to people that are sitting on the stage today. He's done so about people that are disabled. He's done it about every other candidate in this race. So if there's anyone who's ever deserved to be attacked that way, it's been Donald Trump for the way he's treated people in the last campaign. Now that said, I would much prefer to have a policy debate. I hope that's what we'll have here tonight.
Well, for the first time, Mexico's government is officially responding to Donald Trump's call for a border wall. The Mexican Treasury Secretary says that Mexico will under no circumstance pay for the wall. Trump's made it clear that he plans to get one built if elected president. A New York judge hearing a lawsuit that would take Senator Ted Cruz's name off the state's primary ballot on April 19th. Two men claim that Cruz is not a natural-born citizen. He was born in Canada, but his mom was a U.S. citizen and his dad was a native of Cuba. The judge says he will make his ruling within the next few days. Retail giant Costco is raising its entry-level wage for the first time in 9 years. Employees will be paid at least $13 an hour starting this month. That's up by at least $1 from its previous starting wages. The company's CFO says the raise is necessary given the physical demands of entry-level workers. 5 New York women are filing a lawsuit in an attempt to block taxes on tampons. They say that the state cannot tax them because they serve medical purposes and are necessary for women's health. The tax department argues that tampons are general merchandise and not used by both genders, deeming them ineligible for a medical supplies tax exemption. I'm Kelsey Minor, and you're watching News 12 Brooklyn. We are as local news gets. More sports news coming up. Basketball playoff action from across the borough, plus